What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be giving you a updated tour of the Godzilla collection, specifically the Godzilla stuff. Now, I did a collection video quite a few years ago talking about my horror collectibles, Godzilla collectibles, etc. But I figured it's been a long time. I would like to update you all for those who are miraculously still watching, if any at all. Probably not. And we are going to be taking a closer look at everything. I'll be walking you through the entirety of my Godzilla collectibles for the most part. There might be something here or there, like, I don't know, a keychain lying around that isn't in this cabinet, but this cabinet pretty much has all the 6, 7 inch figures that you're all probably interested in. So let's get started. I guess it makes sense to start at the beginning. So this shelf here is basically the Godzilla shelf, if you couldn't tell. Every figure here is either Bandai, SH Monster Arts, YMSF, Godzilla. At some point when I have a bigger place to store all these collectibles, maybe I'll display all the characters together by movie. But until then, I have this Godzilla shelf. So starting in the beginning, we have 1954 Godzilla from SH Monster Arts with a custom painted head. I think it looks really, really good, and very happy for that custom head. We have the Bandai Movie Monsters series Godzilla 55 from Raids Again. SH Monster Arts Godzilla from King Kong vs. Godzilla. This version of Godzilla I own 3 different figures of. It is the Godzilla 1964, or Mothra versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus Mothra, whichever you'd like to call it. Same thing goes for this SH Monster Arts figure down here. By the way, this is YMSF figure up here, if I didn't already mention. Back behind there is, what are they called? Imperial branded Godzilla, very vintage, awesome. I don't know if it is an authentic figure or a bootleg. Regardless, it's really neat, so I have that back there. YMSF, I believe 56, specifically versus Abra, the sea monster. I believe that's 56, or no, not 56, 60, 66, 60, not quite sure, 65, 66, whenever he fought Abra. Then we, of course, have YMSF's Son of Godzilla, beautiful figure, and on his tail is the newborn Minila, which you can place back there. Then, of course, we have Minila right here, or Mini Godzilla, whatever you want to call him. Very nice. We have the Destroy All Monsters Godzilla from the Movie Monster series. This is more so of a classic Bandai figure. Then we have SH Monster Arts Godzilla versus Gigan. Very cool. Must have. Then we have, what year is this? I believe 74. Yeah, 74 Godzilla. I do believe this is the newer release from Bandai Movie Monster series, which came out maybe like a year or 2 ago. This is the classic, 50th anniversary box set, 1984 figure. I really do like this figure. Picked it up from a con at a reduced price, thanks to the fact that it has no tag. I didn't really care for the tag, so we have him right there. Very good. The original SH Monster... Oh, no, my apologies. This is Bio Goji from SH Monster Arts. Super cool figure. If you were to get one Heisei Godzilla figure, I'd say this is definitely a good contender for that. This is the poster version of Heisei Godzilla from, I believe, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. This is the very original SH Monster Arts release from 94, or Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. I'm going to be saying Godzilla quite a lot in this video. Here we have 95 Godzilla, or Burning Godzilla, also from SH Monster Arts. This is the second release of this figure, and they're coming out with a third. So if you've missed your opportunity both times, then you'll have one very, very soon, if it hasn't already sold out on pre-orders. Here we have Godzilla Jr. from the same film. I don't have Little Godzilla, sadly, but we do have Godzilla Jr., which he does come with helicopters, which are hiding back there. This is the special variant color of Godzilla 2000, not the screen accurate version, but rather the I'm not really sure. I forget the designer, but you know, not the screen used look for the suit. We have GMK, SH Monster, it's Godzilla. Very imposing, very cool. Then we have the Godzilla against Mechagodzilla design. Very, very nice. Same suit as Tokyo SOS, but we have not received a figure from that film yet, at least from SH. Then we have Final Wars. Much like the 54, I have a custom head and custom hands for this figure. I have not painted them yet, however. Now we have the Showa shelf. All different Showa monsters, including Godzilla, as you can see. But starting here, we have Anguirus from Raids Again, or Anguirus, however you want to pronounce it. This little octopus here I just bought from Michael's to go along with Kong, which we'll talk about in a minute. But here we have the 1964 Godzilla from NECA. We have Raimundo Toys, or YMSF, Kong from King Kong vs. Godzilla, Ebra from Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. We have Baragon from Frankenstein Conquers the World by Revoltech Toys. This is my custom painted bootleg Ghidorah, or from, I believe, HC Toys. This is a third-party figure with, it's kind of an odd story. The sculpt is from a model kit of Showa Ghidorah, but given the articulation of a Monster Arts. The original paint job was really bad, so I had to go in myself and repaint it, and I'd say I think I did a pretty good job. Here we have YMSF's Gabra from Godzilla's Revenge. Super cool figure. They're supposed to be making another one, however, now that they've rebranded to Sakura Toys, I've not seen any updates on any of their Godzilla figures, so I'm not sure what's going on with that company. Here we have SH Monster Arts Hedorah from Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Super cool figure. It comes with all his different forms. This little piece here you can actually disassemble and put onto a base to make it look like a tiny little crawling form. Back here I have a Bandai Gigan, and of course in front of him is the SH Monster Arts Gigan. Very cool. Next to him is YMSF's Megalon. I think this figure goes really well with Gigan. He's a little short, but I think that's due to the fact that he's in this kind of crouching pose. Regardless, he's probably one of the best Megalons you can get. We have 3 different Jet Jaguars. We have Playmates version, which came out a few years ago now. We have the new Movie Monster Series figure, which came out maybe 1 or 2 years ago. And of course the SH Monster Arts Jet Jaguar, which I personally really like. Gets a lot of hate, but I think it's a good figure. We have SH Monster Arts Mechagodzilla from 74. Right now I have him in the flying pose. I do plan on getting the new Movie Monster Series Mechagodzilla once I can. We have that American Bandai King Caesar, very, very old figure, and you can probably pick him up for very cheap. He's not very accurate, but he's a nice, like, big toy if you just wanted a King Caesar to play with, I guess. We have Movie Monster Series, Mechagodzilla 2, the mold that everyone loves. Moving down, we have the Heisei shelf, starting with Godzilla 1954 from NECA Toys. I do find that he is a bit inaccurate, and therefore I much prefer the Bandai version. Then we have Biollante. This used to be like a holy grail figure of mine, still kind of is. This little tiny Godzilla here, I forget exactly what company this is. I got that as a gift, so he's chilling there on this shelf. We have the original SH King Ghidorah from the 90s, very nice. This is a Movie Monster Series Gamera from the first 90s Gamera film. Not the biggest fan of Gamera, so I'm not really a huge collector of Gamera. We do have Heisei Mothra right here, looking very nice, along with the larva. We then have SH Monster Arts Gigan, I was about to say, Gamera from the second Gamera film in the 90s trilogy. Fire Rodan, Mechagodzilla 2, also from SH Monster Arts. This is the second release of this Mechagodzilla, which actually comes with the Garuda on his back. This is the original release of Mogera, not the new version. I am missing the chest beam piece for him, which is very unfortunate, but very cool figure nonetheless. Space Godzilla from SH Monster Arts as well, most of these are. And then of course we have the original release of Destroya as well. Very nice figure. I just hate the wings. Moving down closer to the ground here, these are not SH Monster Arts. These are the Bandai Chogokin Kiryu figures. This one being, of course, from Against Mechagodzilla. This one from being from Tokyo SOS, and all the different parts you can see. In the background, I have SH Monster Arts Gigan accessories, which is right here. Right now, I have him in the upgraded chainsaw accessories. We have Monster X, also from SH Monster Arts. And then just to go chronological, along with King Kong and Godzilla, we have the 2005 Peter Jackson King Kong figure. Awesome figure, extremely hard to come by, and mine is a bit broken, so very unfortunate. We have the Bandai Premium Mudos, which came out like maybe 2 years ago now. I really do love this set, although I'm sure that Haya is going to be giving us a male Mudo soon to go along with the female, so maybe one day I'll get those. Moving along, we do have the Kong Skull Island from Haya Toys. Very nice figure, but not the most accurate. Back there is a Carla Customs Muto figure. It's a resin-made figure, very nice. Mine came a little broken, and they couldn't do much for me, so we're just gonna leave it at that. We do have two different versions of Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. One is the event exclusive, while one is just the standard edition. I also have the heaves floating here, along with Kong. And of course we have the Mothra and Rodan set from SH Monster Arts. I do love this set. I am, however, thinking about picking up Haya's versions of these characters as well. I'll zoom in on Rodan there, since he's a little hard to see back there. Then we have Rodan from Singular Point. I love this figure. It does look a bit bland with its paint job. However, what really sells this figure are these little accessory flying baby Rodans. Very cool. And then, of course, is the Singular Point Jet Jaguar, along with the little mini versions of himself. He used to be holding the Angerous Spike, but if you notice, it is starting to warp and bend under its own weight. That is an issue that I was not expecting to see, and one that has developed just over time. So, a little disappointing, but I probably won't display him holding that for now on. Before we go back up top to the more so Reiwa era stuff, I do have more miscellaneous Godzilla collectibles down here from the bank, different lights, another bank, also accessories, VHS tapes, and just kind of more miscellaneous collectibles. So on the very top of the display cabinet is mostly Reiwa era stuff. We have SH's 2014 along with SH's King Ghidorah. Yes, I do have this figure. It's very large, imposing, and largely inaccurate. Then we have the 2019 figures, just the standard version, and Burning Godzilla. We have SH Shin Godzilla. I really do love this figure a lot. They've re-released him quite a bit, but this is the original version. Then, of course, we have Haya Toys Godzilla 2019. I believe it's 2019. Maybe it's versus King Kong. I'd have to check again. I don't recall. But then we have this energized version, which I do believe is from Godzilla vs. Kong. Very nice figure. The paint is very beautiful. Very much appreciate that. Then we have Singular Point Godzilla from SH Monster Arts. Off to the right, we have Super 7's Godzilla -1. I think it's a great figure and a way cheaper alternative to the SH figure. Beautiful sculpt. Then we have the Movie Monster Series -1 pre-radiated version. Very cool. And then, of course, the Haya King Ghidorah. This is the gold version that comes with the electric beams. Of course, I got this only months before they announced the third version of this figure with the better neck articulation. So not sure if I'm going to sell it, keep it, or what. And then my most recent piece in this collection is Haya's Burning Godzilla, which we may take a look at soon. Very awesome. This is the event exclusive that comes with the translucent plastic, as well as the different accessories for King Ghidorah. So that is basically everything when it comes to Godzilla in my collection. I plan to do shorter videos discussing each figure soon, as well as taking a look at some of the other collectibles that I've gathered in the 10 years of collecting. So thank you for watching. If you have any requests for any specific figure you'd like to see, I know that these YMSF figures tend to go unreviewed for quite a while now. They would be a cool thing to look at as well. But anything you guys want to see, let me know, and I will take a closer look at that. So thank you, and subscribe.